Hey superstars, hey folks, listen, this is Wesley Virgin here with Ariella, and listen, in this video here, hey, we're in Cancun, Mexico, we're here in that penthouse, and we decided that we would teach you how to manifest fast, okay? And listen, I know what you're thinking, well, Wesley, where's the proof? This woman right here, I know you like her pink hair, right? But listen, what's special about her is not just the pink hair, is she learned how to do it as well. I taught her. I teach people around the planet how to manifest their dreams. And a lot of people, they don't believe this stuff. They say, come on, Wesley, can you actually use your thoughts, your mind, and make things real? And she was the same way at first. You know, she was like, Wesley, is this really going to work? And I said, you know what, Ariella, how about we teach them, right? How about we just show them how it works? I'm going to teach you very quickly here. Give me 5 minutes. How to manifest whatever you want fast. I want you to imagine yourself where you want to be, traveling the world, being able to contribute to your parents, you know, being able to have some of the things that you deserve to have in life here. So I want you to sit there, take out a pen, write it down, and listen closely here. So listen, a little bit about me. I know what you're thinking. You know, you think I'm this fancy guy. Not at all, okay? I'm nothing but a young black guy from Houston, Texas. South Side, okay? I'm from the hood, not the hood, but I am from the South Side of Houston, Texas here. And my parents are pastors of the church. I have one brother, but I grew up poor, not poor, but poor. My parents made no more than $20,000 per year. And listen, I didn't see the fancy things like this penthouse, Lamborghinis, Ferraris. I never had an opportunity to see that stuff. And as a matter of fact, listen, I dropped out of college. So guess what? If you're looking to listen to a smart guy, that's not me. I'm not smart. Okay. But I'm able to follow instructions. Okay. And I'm able to understand that when I don't know something, to diminish my own personal ego, then listen. And I think that's why you're here with us today here, to listen to something that could completely transform your life here. So listen, I filed bankruptcy. I've had repossessions as well. I used to write bad checks to feed my children. I'm embarrassed to say that, but it happened. I've been in jail a few times. Not prison, hey, relax. I've been in jail a few times as well. And even though I got kicked out of the Army, I wasn't really loved as a child. I didn't get all those hugs, you know, as a little boy here. But with all the adversity, all those issues, I still became a self-made millionaire by using my chi energy, okay? And what I call manifestation, being able to manifest what I want using my thoughts. Not working hard. A lot of you out there on the grind, right? Grinding every day. I hear people grinding, the rat race. I gotta work hard. That's untrue. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna give you 3 myths right now that you need to stop doing as it relates to manifesting your dreams. Number 1, law of attraction. How many of you have watched The Secret? Have you seen The Secret?
Of course.
Listen, I've watched that movie thousands of times. I remember sitting in my apartment, no furniture, 2-story, and I'm listening to Rhonda Byrne talking about attract like, think positive and get positive things. And what I've learned is those BS. There was many things in that movie that was left out. Listen, millions of people watch that movie, and millions of people are still broke. They're still average and have mediocre lives because there's something in The Secret that they didn't give to you. But guess what? Me and Ariella, we're going to give it to you here. As a matter of fact, she's going to show you undeniable proof. That's why I brought her here. That's why she got the pink outfit here, right? She's going to show you the phenomenal process that she went through in 30 days, right?
Right.
30 days and changed her life. New York City here, okay? So listen, myth number 2 is you don't have to learn how to manifest, okay? You're already doing it. As a matter of fact, you manifested this video. You manifested this experience. Think about the car that you drive. You manifested that. Think about the husband or the wife that you have. You manifested those things, right? Even the money that's in your bank account. I know you're getting sad right now. Wesley, I have no money. You manifested that. Listen, everything that's in your life, you have manifested that. Your apartments, your bags, your purses, your shoes, your lifestyle, even your thinking, you manifest it. So you don't have to learn how to do it. You just need to know how to do it strategically in a way to get what you want, okay? So you'll be able to do the things that you want. And one day, you'll make a video like this for somebody else and help them like we're helping you. And number 3, daydreaming. You know, some people are like, well, if I just daydream, I can visualize the success. No, daydreaming is not the mechanism that you want to use to visualize, okay? As a matter of fact, I'm going to show you how to visualize easy. But until I do that for a second, I want her to share a story, because you may say, well, Wesley, it's easy for you. You're wearing the Versace, all the gold watches. How about her? Have you helped somebody do this? And me and Ariella, we're going to do some dialogue here. And to give you a little history with her, I met her on Instagram. This was the time that I went through a process. I went to India, I went to China, and I got introduced to certain people that introduced what is called tea energy. And as a matter of fact, I'm going to show you a video real quickly on how powerful this is. They have medicine-less hospitals around the universe, around the world, where you can use the power of your mind to heal, to manifest, to do whatever you want. I'm going to let you check out a video right now. And actually, listen, I went there because I wanted to see it with my eyes. Check it out. Here's the video. That was amazing, right? Can you imagine seeing that? And unlike most people, I didn't have all the money to travel, but I took credit cards. I read the books, Think and Grow Rich, How to Win Friends and Influence People, Rich Dad, Poor Dad. I watched every motivational video online, but until I went to China, I've learned things that I want to share with you. And I shared it with her. So she met me on Instagram, right? So Ariella, tell the story on how you met me and how your life started to transform with this 30-day process that people are talking about all around the world.
Okay, so I met Wesley Virgin on Instagram, and it was a crazy experience because I literally messaged this man for months. For months. Yeah. And he just kept me on red. And I was a little offended, honestly, because I wanted to get rich so bad. And the reason why I wanted to talk to him specifically was because the way he interacted with his followers, especially on Instagram, he went live every single night for free, giving so much value. And I really knew, I just felt it, like this man knew what he was talking about. Plus, when you went to his page, he was really living that life. You know, other people rent the cars, they rent the mansions, but not him. His license plate literally says his name. So I was like, okay, he's not lying. Finally, after months of texting him, messaging him on Instagram DM, please, Wesley, please answer me. I really want to know the keys. I really want to be mentored by you. One day he answered me, and I still thank God to that day, because if it wasn't for that, my life would not be where it is right now. So he sent me this link, and
let me stop you there. So I wasn't going to let me tell you why I don't respond to people in DM. I get a lot of people.
Yeah, tell me.
One thing I learned, and she's learning this now because now she's a self-made millionaire as well, is when you make this money, so many people make me rich, do this. And the problem is that's okay.
Yeah.
But most people are just not serious and they waste time. But see, you know one thing I know about you? You're not wasting time. You're here because you're serious. And you're here because you don't just want to manifest. You're committed to doing it. And you're committed to learning whatever you need to hear right now to do it, right? I think you're shaking your head right now. So yeah. So it took a while because I had to make sure she was serious just like you. Go ahead.
Right. So he finally realized I was serious, but I didn't stop. And he sent me this link. And when I clicked on it, it was titled The Genie Script. And I was like, oh, that's interesting, the Genie Script. So I went through this whole course. And it took me, because I study this course. I didn't just buy something and then, it was $1,000, right? I believe I paid $1,000.
Man, you know what? I'm going to be honest. The reason why, I'm going to be very honest with you guys, because I know you're thinking, oh, that's a lot of money, Wes. Listen, I honestly believe if a person is willing to do whatever it takes to get what they want, doesn't matter about the money.
Yeah.
Right. One thing with mentorship, when I mentor people, is I want to really know if they really truly want it. So I said, you know what? Because the Genie Script, the program, I didn't make it public yet. And I said, you know what? Let me see if this girl's playing around with me. I said $1,000. And she said, no problem. So let me ask you, how did you afford it? Did you have the money?
No.
So how did you come up with $1,000?
So funny. So he sent me the link and I was embarrassed because it was $1,000 and I didn't have that. So I knew that I couldn't open his message because he would see basically that I read it. And then I didn't buy it. And the last thing I wanted to look like was someone who wanted to get rich, but not do the effort in getting rich.
Absolutely.
So I was in real estate prior and I closed like this real estate deal. I didn't sleep. I was up for 2 days straight trying to make this money. And I happened to close an apartment. I got my commission. And the first thing I did was I went to the bank and I bought the Genie Script in the car outside of the bank. Wow. And I sent Wesley that screenshot. I was like, so sorry, didn't see your message. Here it is. Cause I didn't want him to think I was a slacker cause that's not what I am.
You know, one thing I loved about Ariella is she was willing to do whatever it took.
Whatever.
She was willing to do. And this is the type of people that become millionaires and manifest their dreams and understand this very esoteric metaphysical process. It's easy to say, I don't have the money. Oh, that's too expensive.
Yeah.
I need something else. Give me something cheaper. It's easy. Understand this. Everybody on the planet, 99% of people are like that. When they see something, oh, it's too expensive. I can't afford it. And that's why their lives is what it is, right? Because of the thinking process, right? And that's what you're going to learn here. We're going to teach you how to change the mindset, how to erase the negative thoughts to get what you want. Go ahead.
Yeah, so then I finally bought it and I was so excited because I was like, okay, this is it. This is the keys. This is what he's teaching. And then it was so in depth. Like it was not just a course that I could just go through. I had to really study it and then do the necessary homework that was given in the course in order to change my life because this is a process. And when you're manifesting millions of dollars or even thousands of dollars, you know, you have to go through a journey. Yes. It's a process. So
were you skeptical? You know, when it was $1,000 you bought, were you skeptical that this would really work in 30 days?
I was a little skeptical, but knowing Wesley from his Instagram and from his lives, I knew that he changes lives. So I was a little skeptical because I never was able to manifest a large sum of money, of course, but I knew that I can definitely trust in him as a mentor. So that was the only thing that really made me go for it because I never really got to talk to someone who was making this much money and helping thousands of people on an everyday basis.
And I think it's a question I think a lot of people have right now. They say, Ariella, that makes sense. But how did you know to trust this man? Because you have so many people on the internet that's talking about how to manifest, how to make money. What allowed you to trust me? Because I think people like this young man or young lady that's watching this, they're like, well, how did you know to trust them? Like, so many scams out there.
Right. That's a good question because I actually myself have invested in thousands of courses previous and it never went anywhere. But the different thing with Wes was he gave so much free value every single day and night. I could just go to his Instagram or Facebook or YouTube and there would be thousands of videos that I could just look through and it was all free. So I'm like, you know what? He doesn't have to do this. He doesn't have to go live for 2-3 hours answering questions and giving value and not even selling nothing at the end. So that made me really trust you that you really cared about everyone and that you weren't just doing it for your pockets or your money. And that's what made me really invest that $1,000 in his course because I'm like, he genuinely cares. So I believed him.
Okay. So, all right. So you went through the course. Was it easy to go through? Did you have any challenges? I mean, how was the experience when you went through the 30-day course with the Genie Script?
It was life-changing. So the course itself is very easy to get through, but the difficulty lies within you. So you need to apply the course and go through the meditations and listen to what Wes is teaching because you could go through the course all day, but you need to do the homework at night. You need to be with yourself and change your mind. But I'm lucky that this course taught me how to do it. Other courses, I feel like they give you a little bit, but they leave out the big picture. But with the Genie Script, it was like I literally had a genie in front of me granting me my wishes. After I was done with the course, I changed my entire life.
And you know what? I'm glad you brought that up. That's my biggest challenge. You know, before I released this to the public and I had such a positive outlook, so many people grabbed it, is people are like, well, how is your course different? You know, so many different meditation, manifestation, courses, The Secret. How do we know that yours is going to work? So, I mean, they're probably thinking that right now. How did you know that this will be the one for you? Because you got somebody 30 years old, 40, 50, they're getting older.
Right.
They don't want to waste time, right? You don't want to waste time. You don't want to waste money, right? So how do you know that this was it for you? Okay.
Well, you never really can know, but
I like that. I like that.
You can never know, like, this is my be all end all, right? But it was me. I knew in myself that for me, it was get rich or die trying. Wow. And I needed to find a mentor. And out of every single mentor you can think of, I read all the books. I've been through all the seminars. It was Wesley who I chose to follow because he was just so sincere. He is sincere. He gives value for free. And I know I keep saying that, but that was a big one for me because on these other Instagram pages or these other mentors, maybe they'll give one thing for free, but Wesley was consistent every single night where I listened to him and I could that night apply it and work on my inner dialogue and my self-talk.
Exactly. That was powerful. And one thing you don't know about her is she was in a very terrible accident right before she contacted. Can we talk about what that happened?
Yeah, that's so crazy.
I know it's pretty sad, but if you don't mind, you can share it with them.
Yeah, I really hate talking about it because it was such a devastating time in my life, but I'll share it with you, of course. I was in a horrible car accident. At the time, I was driving my Chrysler 300 that my mom helped me pay, and a drunk driver hit me, and it caused me to break my back, my neck, and my arm. And I just remember when the car hit, my entire life like flashed before my eyes. I was like, I wasn't even able to accomplish anything. Now I might be paralyzed. I don't even know if I'm going to even survive. And then I remember just sitting in that hospital bed, not only with regret, but with regret of my life. Like I didn't even accomplish my goals that I wanted to achieve. And during that process is when I started messaging Wesley. So I feel like everything led the way to him and ultimately to change my life.
Oh, that was powerful. And you know, one thing that was fascinating about her is she didn't allow her circumstance, write this down by the way, she didn't allow that negative circumstance to overcome and to pervade her thoughts and make them more negative, right?
Right.
She chose, it's like something in you chose.
Well, the genie script, because that was the time I was really depressed. It was like 3 weeks before I was messaging for months, right? And then I got into the car accident, and then 3 weeks into that car accident process, I had to wear a back brace, a neck brace, an arm brace. I couldn't do anything by myself. He finally answered me 3 weeks into that process. I was depressed. I was crying every day. And then I went through the genie script and I realized I need to change these circumstances. I can't be like this. If I want a different lifestyle, I need to be happy. So in a way, I feel as also not only monetary wise, but the genie script really helped me get my life back in that circumstance.
Wow. So you said it helped you outside of money.
Yeah. Money was a blessing, of course. That's what I really wanted. But when your health is affected and your back is in pain and you're in a back brace and neck brace, you know, money to me was secondary at that point. I just wanted to feel good and not so depressed. And the genie script taught me to change my thoughts because it's not only about money. You can attract anything you want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's talk about the good stuff because I know they're thinking. Well, okay, Ariel, what are some of the things that took place in your life based off of 30 short days of going through this course every single day? What happened? What were some of the outcomes for you?
So I'm going to say the main outcomes because I could go on forever. But my main thing important to me was that my parents were struggling. My mom had a mortgage and I believe I wrote a check for $162,000 exactly to pay off the rest of her mortgage. And my dad just opened up a business. And he was struggling because, you know, with a new business, you have so many costs.
COVID.
Yeah, COVID. I had to buy him a pizza oven that cost like $12,000 that he didn't have. And I remember my dad never cries, but he had tears in his eyes that day when I said I was going to help him. And those are the two most profound. But then, of course, you know, I did some things for myself. So I bought this Rolex. I bought this Cartier bracelet. and I manifested my dream car. I had a vision board, and I always wanted a Maserati.
Guess the color, guys. Guess the color right now.
Pink.
Of course.
I manifested a pink Maserati in 30 days in going through this program. And look, I never thought something like this can happen to me because I've been trying for 20 plus years to try to get money. And I always would have just enough to get by, right? Never enough to go on the trips, to go on the vacations. But, oh man, after these 30 days, it was incredible. I
realized that the majority of people that go through this course, like, you know, day by day, and be disciplined like Ariella did, like you might do as well, is they were just very, not only just motivated, but they had this expectation that it will work. And of course, things unraveled out. Like everything didn't happen on day 30, right? Just on day 30, opportunities presented to her. And then this happened, and this happened, right? Things just started to, and so that year, not only that, she didn't tell you this, because she's humble here, she manifested over $1 million in 1 year.
1 year.
1 year, after just 30 days, right? Going through that process. After that, it's like everything started to unravel.
Yeah, it's like one thing leads to another when you go through this course and practice it.
Yeah.
It leads you to your destination of where you want to be. It's like a genie.
And that's what I keep hearing from everybody that got involved with this. It's like, they said, Wesley just like unraveled. And you were right. Let's talk about going through the course over and over again.
Right.
You know, some people, you know, when you read a book, and you say, okay, I read that book. Yeah, but have you mastered the book? And I tell you, in this course, you have to master the course by repeatedly going through it. How did that help you and kind of give you exponential results just by going through it again and again?
Right. That's a great question. Well, once you go, like the thing that he said about reading the book. Well, if you read a book, you always miss something. You never, the second time around, you'll be like, oh, I didn't realize that, or I didn't get that part. Same thing with this course. You go through it the first time, it's new to you, right? It's new to me. So all of this stuff kind of is weird in the beginning. You have to get used to doing these exercises. So then the second time around, I wanted to make sure I wasn't missing anything, because this is the keys to life. I'm going to master this. So I read it not only every day. I went through it every single day, each lesson, because it's a long course. So lesson 1, I would go through it morning and night. Then I would take notes on it and get the key points. And then I would learn, okay, this is how you have to visualize, because this course teaches you what others don't. Like The Secret leaves out a big portion of how to become successful, not the genie script. So it's imperative to go through it multiple times.
And one thing that I hear all the time with emails, I think Ariella, she had commented this as well, was she said, Wes, I listen to it in my car. I listen to it when I'm, taking my shower in the tub, soaking over and over again. And that's easy how it's so accessible. And it's important to listen to it over and over again, like you listen to a Beyonce song. All my single ladies.
All my single ladies.
Just like Drake. Can't, do you love me? Right? You listen to that over and over again, don't you?
Right.
So imagine if you will listen to something that would be beneficial, that would change your life, that will allow you to do some of the things that you have been born to do. The greatness that's inside of you, all because you took a step in that direction. So, okay, you got the Maserati now.
Yeah.
Right? We understand you're fabulous. Things are great for you. What would you say to a young lady or even a young man right there that are still skeptical, right? Because I get it. These type of videos, courses, whatever, it's so many of them. How do you know that this is it? And what would you say to them to say, you know what? Take a chance or not take a chance. Maybe it's not for you. Who? I'm going to ask a different question. Who is this not for? This genie script course.
Okay, I'm going to be honest. This is not for people who are lazy. Right. People that are stuck in their ways and are always constantly negative and can't ever see the bigger picture or try to be a positive person. This is not for people that are not willing to put in the work to change, because changing your mindset and changing your life takes work, not physical work, but internal work. And sometimes a lot of people need some internal work more than others because how we are brought up, and everyone has different circumstances. Yeah. So you need to be willing to put in the work and stay positive.
Absolutely. So this is what I'm going to do. Eric will pay me $1,000 for this course, and I think it's worth more actually.
Definitely.
But I want to do something very special. Because you know what Ariella told me one day? Because we're business partners as well and a couple other businesses. She does a lot of stuff outside. She's doing tremendous based off this course. And she said, Wesley, everybody can't afford this, you know, and everybody's not going to take the level of risk that I did. I was in a bad situation and I just had to do something. But can you make it available to make it a little bit more expensive, you know, inexpensive for other people? And I said, Ariella, I don't know, you know, because, you know, a lot of people, they're not serious. I'm sure you're serious, but you'll be surprised of so many people. They know what they want. They know how to change their lives. They know what to do, and they don't do it. And I don't want to waste our time, and I don't want people to jump in this course and find out it's not for them. But I said, okay, fine, 500. She said, 500, Wes, come on. 500. She put it on the credit card, by the way. She you know, she closed a real estate deal, but her bank account was like, I remember when she first.
I was negative in my.
You remember when you first manifested that $30,000?
Oh my gosh.
$30,000. This was in after the 30 days. I think they happened on day 45. I'm not sure. And she got a wire for $30,000. How did you feel when you got that money?
I was screaming, jumping, running around my whole little tiny apartment, screaming so loud. It was like I won the lottery.
Wow. See, and listen, you'll see below. It's just not her. It's many people. We have a young lady. What's the young lady that's in her 60s?
Silva.
Silva. Oh my God. Wait till you hear Silva's story.
Powerful.
Oh my God. I mean, she's manifested a beautiful real estate business. And listen, if you think you're too old, you're not. Okay, you're not too old to do this. This process doesn't take a long 30 days, 30 simple days out of your life to commit to a process. And guess what? If you get no results, risk-free. You can have all your money back. No problem.
Oh, wow.
You know what? Because we understand this is not for everybody. We know that.
Yeah.
You know, the 1% is going to win. You know, Warren Buffett, Steve Jobs, Elon Musk, they said the 1% will succeed. The 99 will die average, broke, and destitute, unfortunately, here. So I know 500 may be a lot, but how about we do something special just for them? You know, since you jumped on here, and I wanted to show proof. I said, hey, she's living proof that it actually took place in her life by going through this course, okay? And listen, it's simple. It's just a meditation course. That's all you're going to do every day. You're going to listen to this information, okay? You're going to meditate. The first week is meant for you to strip every negative thought out of your brain. Imagine if you was able to get rid of every negative thought, all the fear, and now you have the power to do what you want. You'll start the business. You'll start the opportunity, and you will see those things. As a matter of fact, I'm going to give you access to a visualization course. Tell them how powerful that visualization course was for you, called Wealth Visuals. How powerful was that for you?
That was extremely powerful because everyone talks about meditation, but they don't talk about visualization and how to do it. It's not just closing your eyes and listening to some music. Right. There's a certain way to do it if you want to attract those things into your life. And I never knew this before. I read over 100 books on this. I was a self-help junkie trying to get this to make something work. But this course, this is what I love so much about you, is that you actually tell it how it is.
I do.
And
I'm blunt.
Yeah, very blunt. And it works because without the steps, the key ingredients, you can never really get what you want. But this course gives it all.
Now, I'm going to be honest with you, and Ariella knows this. You might get emotional in the course.
Yeah.
I've had people that have cried, grown men, they've cried, you know, because what we do is we do what's called regression, because you have to go back to the childhood. Mm-hmm. Because a lot of you think I'm just doing the wrong thing. I'm working hard. No, it's your self-image. It's how you feel about yourself. Many of you can give, but you don't know how to receive because you've never received before. So I'm going to warn you. You may be emotional. You may shed some tears.
I cried.
Yeah, she cried.
Yeah.
You know, it's going to happen, but that's a part of your transformation. Okay. So guess what? $97. You can get it right now. And
wow.
But how about this?
That's crazy.
You know, I want to do something insane, if you don't mind.
That is insane.
I want to do something insane for you because you know why? I'm proud of you because you're still here. You know how many people left this video? You know how many people said, BS. And it's nothing but their negative thinking. It's the reason why they'll never see what they need to do to have the life that they want. I've been through the process. She's been through the process. But we just committed. We listened. I had an open mind. Even though I didn't believe everything that I heard, but I had an open mind. That's what's key. I want to do something for 10 people.
10, okay.
10 people right now. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to give you the total Genie Script course. Okay, 30 days. That's all it takes. So 30 days, you will have transformations in your life. Okay, we're going to teach you how to take that idea, that thought, and make it real quick and fast. Some of you, I'm going to show you how to do this overnight in 24 hours. It's very powerful. I learned this from China, actually. Steve Jobs, Mark Zuckerberg, they all been to China. I went to the same place, right? And it worked very well for me. And listen, also for 10 people, okay, I'm going to give you access to the Wealth Visuals course. If you want to learn how to visualize, okay, that's very powerful. This will speed up the process for you getting what you want. I'm going to throw it in for free, if you don't mind.
Oh, my God.
I'm also going to give you access to a guided, okay, meditation while you're walking. Listen, you have a part of your mind that's unconscious. Like your heart right now. Hey, look at me. Look at me. Your heart right now is beating, right? For the last 20 minutes, your heart has been beating unconsciously. Well, you can tap into that power. I'm going to show you how to do that, and I'm going to give it to you for free. But not just that. Hold on.
Wow.
Not just that. I want to do something special because I want everybody that's looking to change to change. You know, everybody doesn't want to be wealthy. Everybody doesn't want to be in love. And everybody doesn't want to be fit and healthy. But the people who are trying to be the better version of themselves, I'm going to do this for you. For 10 people only. Right now, for $37, you can have everything, okay? Right now, $37. She spent $1,000, $37,
wow.
But only 10 people that click the link below and get started right now and access some of this information that is so esoteric. Listen, America, Canada, New Zealand, Australia, they have no clue this stuff exists. People outside of this country in Asia, I've been to China, they understand this and they have mastered this. And I bring it to you. 10 people right now, you can have it. Right now. I want to do one better. Can I do one more better?
Of course.
I want to do something else for you. For the 10 people to take action, click that button. Get access to the course right now. She's going to call you. Okay? Either her or one of her representatives that she worked with and mentor personally. Okay? Because just like me, we are all about helping people win, period. Okay? Not just me. Because you may say, well, Wesley, you did it. How about other people? She did, and now she's helping them. I want you in 30 days to help somebody else and tell your story as well. So she's going to give you a call in 24 to 48 hours. You can talk with her, and she's going to give you a fast coaching to get your result faster. Only for 10 people. Is that okay?
Yep.
Only the first 10. Listen, I'm going to be honest. If you click that button and it says $97, you're too late. That was your fault. If you click that button that says sold out, it was your fault. I truly believe when you see an opportunity, you have to take it now.
ASAP.
You have to grab it, okay? Because it doesn't come all the time, right? But when you see it, you feel it, you must go. She did the same thing. When she was in that hospital, she saw opportunity, she was relentless, and she took it. And look where she's at. She's a self-made millionaire. She's 30 years old. She's from New York. She's living her best life. Her parents are not working a job any longer, right? Her friends love her. Yeah, they ask her for money. But guess what? She's living it. She's a first generation millionaire. What about you? It is 2 people right now that's looking at this video. 2 type of people. I'm going to be honest with you. The first person, you're going to be skeptical. It doesn't matter what I say. It doesn't matter the proof I've given you, the stories that I've told. You're still not going to believe. I'm like, I don't know. And I get it. I was there as well. Indecisive, just not true because you just don't know if this really will work. And listen, I want you to think about this. The next time you get in your car and you're driving traffic to that job, that 9 to 5 or that 9 to 9, whatever, and when you get your paycheck, I want you to take your paycheck like this and put it up to the light. And when you see that number, I want you to say, is this all I'm worth? Every week, man, is all I'm worth? Is this what I'm worth my time? I'm slave work 8, 10 hours a day. I want you to think about that, number 1. But number 2, you're like me, you're like Ariella. You're going to take massive action right now. As a matter of fact, you've already clicked the button. You're already in the course right now. You're waiting on a phone call right now from Ariella that's going to guide you and give you the fastest way to get what you want. Those people, maybe you don't feel the most confident, but right now you're confident, you're bold, you say, I want it. You know why? Because there's certain things and experiences in your life you don't want anymore, right? That's number 2. I was there. I was sleeping on an air mattress with my children, wanting a better life, but I didn't know what to do until I opened my mind and took action. Then it worked. That's you. You're number 2. And guess what? In 30 days, I'm going to hear storage from you. You'll say, Wesley, I just manifested $20,000 like a young lady did below. Wesley, I just manifested a brand new business. It came out of nowhere. Wesley, I just manifested the person of my dreams. Wesley, for the first time, I healed my body. Wesley, I no longer have cancer. It happens every day. Listen to the information below. But at the end of the day, it's your decision. Like I said before, I'm going to give you access for 10 people. Okay, if you're outside of those 10 people, you will pay the premium price of $97. $37 right now. You get access to us, okay? We're going to put you part of a private group because we want you to be in an environment of people who are successful. We want you to hear men and women that just like you, that were just like you, sitting right there looking at us and made a decision to move forward. Guess what? We're going to help you. We're a family here. We're here to take people to the top. Wherever you want to be, we're here to help you get there. The total Genius Script course for 30 days. The walking guided meditation. Also, I'm going to give you access to what is called the third eye here. Okay, the pineal gland. I'm going to teach you how to activate the third eye. That's your intuition power. You'll be able to do things outside of conscious awareness. It's powerful. It'll blow your mind. I'm also going to give you access to the wealth visuals, and it's free. I'm not going to ask you to pay $1,000 for that. I'm going to teach you how to visualize experiences in your life and neurologically rewrite that in the brain so you'll be able to manifest easy on autopilot without effort, if that makes sense to you. And also, you're going to get a call from her because I want you to understand that it's real. We want to have a personal experience with you right now. Imagine what would take place in your life in 30 days. Imagine traveling first class with your family. Imagine, driving in the fancy car, just standing in the beautiful houses. Imagine going to your parents and say, Mom and Dad, I love you. Maybe you weren't the best, but guess what? You'll never work another day of your life. I did it, she did it, and many people even below have done this. The question is, are you ready? Hey, much love. I can't wait to see you in the course. Click the link. 10 people at $37. Everybody else is $97. I love you. I can't wait to see you. This is Wesley, $1 billion Virgin at Ari. Let's go! Motivated!